Hello and welcome. Now, in this course, we have taught you how you can create an influencer using Midjourney. And since we've also taught you about Leonardo AI, it's the best opportunity for me to teach you that you can create incredibly better Instagram characters using Leonardo AI and Canva Magic Studio, right? This is the best opportunity and the best time to learn this. Of course, we're going to stay ethical. I'm not going to be showing you how to create influencers like the other people, right? There's a lot of people who are showing you how to create influencers for, you know what I mean. I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to show you how you can create influencers that are, let's just say, brands, right? More than anything else. Instead of focusing more on one side, of course, you can do whatever you want to do with this knowledge. It's very powerful, and it's up to you to use it however you want to use it. And I'm not responsible for anybody's use of the knowledge that is being transmitted, right? Just like when I teach deepfakes, I know some people will use it for good, some people will use it for bad, but I'm just a messenger. I'm not actually controlling what people do, okay? Right, so here's one thing about Leonardo is that when you go to image generation, in order for you to be able to use the basically what we call character reference, you have to use these models, basically other models except for Leonardo Phoenix. So in my case, I'm going to use the model which is stock photography, right? Now, stock photography is very realistic. Then, first thing is I want you to do is, you need to go to ChatGPT and start discussing the potential of creating a Instagram character. So you need to ask and get into a conversation with ChatGPT to let it, program or create a Instagram character for you, right? Because I'm not an expert in characters and how to create the best characters. But what I am an expert at is prompting ChatGPT. So I'll go then and use ChatGPT 4o Mini, and then I'll ask it, I want to create an Instagram model, let's just say a 60-year-old, very healthy guy with a white beard and white hair, looking strong. Okay, please describe this man. Now I'm going to let it do a brief description of this man. Then it's going to go and describe the man for us, right? So imagine, this is pretty good. So I'm going to say I prefer this response. And I'm going to say that this prompt is very long. I'm going to say, could you make the prompt shorter and better quality? And I'm going to wait for it to go and do the job. So here it says, imagine a vibrant 60-year-old man. All right, so now I'm going to copy this prompt and I'm going to go back to Leonardo. Now inside of Leonardo, we'll focus on the character himself. So I'm going to go for 16 by 9 inches, stock photography preset style set to stock photography as well, quality mode, and I'm going to paste. So this is the first image that we are going to generate of the character. And based on this image, we can then go and generate other images as well, right? So based on this one, you can generate multiple images in multiple different sizes, mainly Instagram size, Instagram size. And if you want to know why I'm teaching you this, I'm going to show you an exact use case that I have done for myself. So this is the page that currently me and my partner have created for the past 2 weeks. It's a complete AI created page with a character that we named Sophia Gold, which is now we own this name, or we own this character. So please do not go and do exactly what we have done. But we have grown this page to 2,700 followers based off a character that we have generated with AI. Okay. And we're using it to do affiliate marketing, right? So we're running some ads now that I'm not going to go into the details of, but we've grown this page in 2 weeks to this amount. We could grow it to more followers, but then again, we're just using this page to launch some ads, and we don't want to invest so much in followers, but rather focus more on targeted campaigns. Now here, Leonardo is getting a little bit slow, but it's going to generate the image of our character. And right, so here, based off of these characters, you get to pick, right? So pick the character that you like. In my honest opinion, I think that this one, the first one, is great. But let's just keep looking, right? So we have the guy, right? We have his pictures, right? So this is another one, and this is another one. So it depends on which one you choose. In my case, I'm going to choose this one, right? So I'm going to download it. Now, what I'm trying to create is a guy that signifies the, fitness at an old age, because maybe you want to use this character to target older people that are interested in fitness journeys or fitness trainings, tailored by a guy who understands them, not some 26-year-old who can do 100 push-ups in 2 minutes and has his strength and his youth. I want to create a character that people can relate to at that age, and that's called marketing segmentation. Now, after you download this image, what you need to do is you need to go ahead and use this. So in order to create a different image, now I'm going to switch, first of all, I'm going to switch the size to an Instagram size here, and I'm going to go to ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, describe him, maybe lifting weights as shortly as possible. Keep it short. So ChatGPT now is going to go and describe basically a scene where he's lifting weights. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that prompt, and I'm going to head right back in here. So after I head right back in here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this prompt in here, and I'm going to click on that sign here, which is image guidance. And I want you to click on character reference. And what you want to do is you want to drag and drop your image or upload it. Okay. So I'll be dragging this image over here. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to use that image as a base image in order to create other images with the same face. Now, instead of the character being at mid, I want it to be at high level, and then we're going to go ahead and generate. Now, notice that I'm only using AI characters for financial gain, but ethical financial gain. So I'm not into that Instagram influencer stuff. Now, I know this sounds hypocritical because I've taught you how to create influencers, but those are normal influencers, right? So those are fitness influencers, but not influencers that are focused on monetizing through OnlyFans or anything else. So I'm showing you how to create influencers. Yes, they can have specific physique, they can look a certain way, but your thinking must be, okay, I need these influencers maybe to grow so that maybe I can get a deal, a sponsorship deal from some brands regarding a specific thing. That's very possible. And in the future, this is going to be the case, right? There's going to be, actually at this point, I think there's millions of influencers that are robotic. Not many people know that these are not real people, but they're out there. And like I said, not many people know that, and they have no way of knowing. And there are brands working with them as well. And you can see here that we have a picture of him, and you can see how realistic this is. Now, it kept the same guy, right? The same guy, the same physique. Well, a little bit more muscular, I would say. But I like this. I like that. I like that he is more muscular. And you can see that these are very interesting pictures. How about this? How about if you want to take a picture, maybe expand upon it. Maybe you like some picture from these, but maybe you want to expand upon it. Now you can download, and you can either use their own image editor with edit in Canvas, which I don't recommend, because there is another better option, which is to using Canva. Okay, so go to canva.com and do what I'm going to tell you. So inside of Canva, you can go ahead and expand this to show more detail, or zoom out, kind of like zoom out to show more detail. You can also zoom in if you want to, but I'm going to focus more on zooming out. So inside of Canva, what I will do is I will click on create a design, and basically, well, let me wait a second because it's taking a while. Now I'm going to click on create a design. Then I'm going to go for custom size, and or actually, let's go back and then let's just look for Instagram. There's a lot of different formats. I'm going to go for this one since that's the one that we have generated. It's the same size that we generated the image at in Leonardo. And all you need to do right now is follow my advice. So what we'll be using is called Canva Magic Studio. And in Canva Magic Studio, you have an option called Magic Expand. Watch this. So if I click on my downloads, you can drag elements into Canva pretty easily by just dragging and dropping them. and it will take a short amount of time before you see them in the uploads. So let me drag it again because I think the first time didn't work out. And you can see that our guy is right there. How about if we put the guy here at the top, for example, in the middle, but we want to show a little bit more on the, the sides. Now you can click here, you can edit the image. And then what you can do is you can go to this option here. If you go on this area, it's called Magic Expand. Now on Magic Expand, you can expand this like so. From the left, you can expand it from the right. You can also expand it from the bottom. And then you can click the Magic Expand tool. It's called Magic, so it's magical. And what it will do is based on the image itself, it will, using its AI and its infinite wisdom, it will try to find out, and give us 4 different images that would complete the initial image, right? Now here you can see that we're kind of getting a weird image at the beginning, but we have 3 more to see. These ones are not looking nice at all. Let's check this one as well. This one is the second. Or you can just wait until everything loads, which is what I'm going to do. All right, this one is not bad, but let's see if we have some other ones that we can see. This one is pretty cool, except for it's not looking nice. So I'm going to cancel it, and you can go back and do Magic Expand again, and you can expand. Now this time around, what I will be doing is I will do it step by step. I'll only be expanding these 2 sides on the left and right, and I'm going to see what it does. So let's wait a second. Now it's true that the image as well itself was not perfect because it's not showing him having a full grip on the dumbbell. So that may be caused the fact that the image is not looking great. Also, one other thing and one other reason why you would need to upload an image into Canva is because you need to add filters. Now this one is not so bad, okay? But again, like I said, Canva didn't have any way of knowing that this guy was holding on to a dumbbell. So it actually did generate some pictures, but they're not perfect because the initial image itself was not perfect. So I think I will go with the first one, and I'll click done. And then from the bottom, we can keep expanding by also clicking again on the Magic Expand tool, and we can keep on expanding by dragging this down and then magic expanding it. And you can see that it's working towards it right now, right? So let's wait a second. And we can go and create other images in the meantime. So I'm going to go and say, now please create other descriptions of our character in different ways throughout his day. Okay. Maybe at work, eating spaghetti, some kind of stuff. Because, Instagram is only filled with these kinds of things. Now, notice that here, it did a pretty good job. But this design, I don't know what that is. But you have a lot of different options that you can check or you can look at. And I think that maybe the first one is better because even though there is that design in there, but it's okay. And we can click done. And then what you can do as well is you can actually edit. And you have the option which is called adjust. You can auto adjust. And we can scroll down. We can also, now I don't recommend you adding sharpness. I recommend you decreasing the sharpness and clarity. Because if you add in sharpness, it's going to look cartoonish. So let me show you. If I add in sharpness, watch what happens. It looks cartoonish. But if I actually decrease the clarity a bit and the sharpness a bit, it looks even more realistic. And of course, you can add saturation to make it look even more realistic, as well as vibrance, black colors as well as white colors, as well as highlights. The contrast, I recommend you decrease it instead of increasing it. Decreasing it makes the image look a little bit better. And then you can add brightness, which also contributes to making the image look better. But watch this. This is a pretty decent image, and I quite like it. Now, another thing about Canva Magic Studio is this. You can actually click and edit. We have an option called the Magic Eraser or the Magic Grab. Now, the Magic Grab will help you out select an object that you would otherwise want to grab. So, for example, I want to grab this part of the dumbbell that I don't really like because it's just, it means nothing. What is he doing with that part? Maybe we could keep it, making it seem like he's holding it, But if you want to remove it, here's the thing. You can use the magic grab tool and you can actually remove it like this, right? And there it is. If you want to go back, you just have to go back by going back by clicking this undo. And you can see that now it went back in. Now let's go back to ChatGPT for a second. It gave us a bunch of different other prompts. Now let's go and try them out. So let's say the 6-year-old man, with a white beard. So I'm going to copy this like so and head back here and I'm going to paste it in. Then I'm going to hit generate. Then I'm going to go back. So here in a bright kitchen, he's preparing some meals. Let us copy paste this and let's paste it in as well. Let's just generate a couple of pictures of the guy. All right. Now, because this is going to take some time, and it might frustrate you as much as it is frustrating me because it's quite slow with Leonardo Phoenix, I'm going to go and fast forward and enter all the prompts. All you need to do is just enter them, right? Just go copy paste. That's it. So I'm going to go and fast forward. All right, so we have some very beautiful pictures of him, and you can see how interesting they are. So, for example, here we have some pictures of him running, and they're looking pretty nice, right? So you can post these as well on social media, Facebook or Instagram, and you can get a lot of different. You can even use it for engagement, and it can get you a lot of followers just showing a page like this or a design like this and sponsoring it using a promote. Don't need to even run ads for it. You just need to promote this as a post, and you will get a lot of followers, right? You will get a lot of followers from it. You can expect to get as much as 100 followers for about $40, 30, maybe 30. At the beginning, it can be expensive, but then it will start to be very less expensive. Maybe you can start getting 100 followers at $5. You never know. So basically, in our case, we're spending $3 to $5, and we're getting about 60 to 100 followers every day now. But we've cut the spending so much. Now here you can see he's preparing some stuff in the kitchen, and they give us a lot of alternatives of him preparing the stuff in the kitchen, and it looks the same. It's the same character. It's a huge character consistency. And here, obviously, we have some pictures of him doing some yoga. And by the way, like I said, you can expand these pictures if you want to. Also, pay careful attention to some deformities that might be in a video. You don't want to pick videos that are not good, right? You want to pick videos that are good. And this way you can, trust me, this works. Now here, he's at the gym. He's looking very muscular. This one you might not want to post, okay? Because this one doesn't look real at all, right? I don't think there's a guy at this age with these kinds of muscles. So stay relevant to the character. Stay relevant to the way he looks. His face is obviously going to stay the same, but if you want to show him gardening, it would be better off if you don't show him gardening with these muscles, right? And even if you want to create a picture of him at the gym, you can just go ahead and add it to your prompt. Just don't say muscular guy. You can say, you can describe that he's not really that muscular, right? Or avoid altogether pictures of him at the gym, because whenever you say gym, Leonardo thinks muscle, right? And for a guy at 26, this is believable. At 30, this is very believable. 40, yeah. But the guy at 60, it's very hard to pack this much muscle, right? So these images are much better. Trust me, these images here, for example, they're going to get you a lot more engagement because there's a lot of people in this area, in this niche, at this time of their life, and they might be interested to follow someone like a guy like this that we just completely created from our imagination. But hey, I've created a character completely from my imagination. And we have 2,700 followers now, and we basically have some engagement, and we're running ads, and we've grown a list to 500, close to 600 email subscribers in 2 weeks. Now this month, hopefully, and I pray to God that we can reach to 2,000 subscribers this month alone. 2,000 subscribers. We're going to work hard toward it, and so that's pretty much it. So hopefully you've enjoyed this course so far. Wishing you the best as always, Passive Income Gen Z. If you want anything else, let us know in the Q&A. If there is something about AI that you want us to cover, please let us know, because this is the AI MBA, all right? So If you want anything about AI, type it in the Q&A section. If enough of you type that in, if enough people engage, if enough of you want to know more about it, we obviously can go ahead and do it. So thank you very much, and see you in the next video.